The Amazon, one of the wildest, most untamed environments on planet Earth, full of trees and birds. But was it man-made?
Hey guys, today we are going to be assessing whether or not the Amazon rainforest is actually man-made. This bold claim was made by Graham Hancock on the world's foremost academic platform, and 50 years ago it would have been seen as just ridiculous, but what about now? It's mostly agreed upon that the pre-European Amazon was just a much more populated environment than it is today. Unfortunately, upon arrival of European explorers who spread smallpox throughout the continent, the indigenous peoples were ravaged. Just how significant the population drop was after European occupation in the Amazon is not agreed upon in the slightest, and Amazonian archaeology in general is just a food fight. The primary archaeological belief till the early 80s was that the Amazon was simply too hostile for complex societies to develop. However, this view has changed rapidly with increases in the amount of evidence available, as well as the techniques available for analysis. Hence, many Amazonian Aboriginal groups are gradually being re-examined as advanced, complex societies with intense infrastructure like plazas, bridges, geoglyphs, dams, and roads up to 50 meters wide. As far as I could tell in his description of the Amazon as man-made, Mr. Hancock was referencing this article published in 2017. Here a team identified plant distributions across the Amazon basin and found that domesticated species were nearly 5 times as likely to be hyperdominant compared to non-domesticated species. Not only this, but by cross-referencing these plant distributions with known archaeological sites, it was found that these domesticated species appeared in even more dense numbers around Aboriginal settlement. Another fantastic piece of evidence for indigenous influence on the Amazon rainforest is the presence of a man-made soil called Terraprater. This soil is insanely good for horticulture, something that is effectively required to allow high production plants to thrive in the poor soil of a rainforest. Mr. Hancock actually references Terraprater in the same clip, saying that we don't really know how they made it. However, this isn't 100% true, and as we understand it, Terraprater is a result of controlled burning and very extensive composting. Terraprater itself is also a fantastic method for examining the range of human influence on the rainforest. And estimates for how much of the rainforest was covered in Terraprater began as conservatively as less than 0.5%. However, more modern works provide solid models for it being about 3.2%, which is just ridiculous when you're talking about something as big as the Amazon, although some estimates have gone as high as 10%. Pre-European population estimates are generally derived from how many people could have been sustained from the Amazon itself, and conservative estimates have varied from less than 1 million people to 2 million people. However, by extrapolating the modern models of Terraprater distributions and how much food they could have produced, we end up with estimates that reach up to 50 million people. To put that into perspective, the population of the entirety of the UK around the time of the Amazon's discovery was about 3 million people. And these estimates have been tempered slightly as 50 million is just so crazy. So now estimates of about 8 to 10 million people are the most popular. So is the Amazon a man-made rainforest? Well, it's really a question of what you want to define as man-made. But increasingly, the evidence depicts a large-scale society that manipulated and adapted one of the most hostile environments in the world into fulfilling their needs, and it's well worth mentioning that all of this information comes from only small parts of the Amazon, so I'm sure the future has a lot to reveal to us, and if you like snakes, bullet ants, and malaria, could be the job for you. Thanks for watching, please subscribe if you enjoyed, and have a lovely day.